season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. And incomplete to open things up. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, and open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Akers. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. Down at the 3. They'll get it away that time. That sets up 2nd and goal. Off a play action. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Mayfield on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss.
Across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That caught by Tremble. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Mayfield down. He's got Fuller. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play fake. Mayfield. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Fuller. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Mayfield with it once more. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen the guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to and forced the incompletion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Play action, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Rams. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away. it's Anderson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going up top for Cup. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing here, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Panthers. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Stafford. Being chased out left. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Charles, a lot of